afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. Me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda, here with another suitably exciting 1 vs 1 on Crossroads. Or Crossing the Woods, not Crossroads. They both have something cross. Anyways, and also it is Jesulin fighting for the Oberkommand here, the 16th Panzer Division, with Grand Offensive Breakthrough and Luftwaffe Ground Forces doubling to medical supplies. First in the south, it is Zodiak fighting for the Soviet Union, the Soviet peoples, and the Marxist cause, taking on the role here of the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps with Armored Assault, Urban Defense, and Guard Motor with Triple Infantry. We got a full screen Kuban start here from Jesulin versus a Special Rifle Command start here versus the Oberkommand West. Standard stuff. Obviously, Penal Trooper Scout Cars being very effective against the Oberkommand West early game, and thusly can be, will usually be the pick there, obviously. Some players, though, will go for conscripts, and they're skilled enough they can use it quite efficiently as well. There's some maps at the same time still kind of favour Penal Troopers and Scout Cars versus the Oberkommand more than others. I'll be moving westwards here with the Sturmpioniere, and overall that's his initial focus. Also worth noting there's been some clearing up terrain here, and here on the map. That's basically what changed with it. We've got the Kuban moving eastwards instead, so infantry focus west, centre, east, Kubelwagen sort of moving about there. Of course, Jesulin will have to be wary there against the Surge, since they are likely to go for special rifle count, meaning there's going to be an M3A1 out very likely, and that's going to hard counter the Kubelwagen. Not that it really needed a hard counter at this point in the meta, but you know, it is worth keeping in mind that a Kubelwagen will usually have a very, very short lifespan against the Soviets, unless they go for conscripts. But they're going for 3A1, very much the bane, the nemesis of the Kubelwagen. Kuban hitting eastwards there, Engineers opening up on it. Obviously there's a unit dug in behind heavy cover. The Kubelwagen's going to make no progress. Obviously they slightly moved the track here, so it's sort of slightly more defensible towards western encroachment, I guess. That is interesting. Similarly, that has also been moved a bit, so you can actually sort of stand on the point and grab the point there. So there's been some slight movement there as well. Scout car there, or the Kubelwagen is the Penal Troops on the way. That's going to likely hunt down the Kubelwagen if Jesulin is not cautious. I mean, it's worth noting that Jesulin has 2 doctrines with panzer facilities in them, so that gives them some options. Also, Breakthrough's been slightly seeing more usage now. The Sturm Officer is better. There's sort of been a bit of a slow uptake there, but there's definitely a sort of slow increase in people actually using the Sturm Officer. I'll be interested to see if Jesulin actually goes for him. Engineers routed here, though, in the centre. We got mines down here from Jesulin, very good. So versus the Surge with Scout Cars, like mines down here and there is a really good investment, so that can give you a very strong leg up there against the Scout Car. There go charging ahead there, folks in the way. Kubelwagen very hastily getting out of there, since obviously in any engagement versus the Scout Car, the Kubelwagen's going to basically go up in flames in a matter of seconds. Folks that are taking heavy damage. There's a Scout Car filled with Penal Troopers. The folks going to do are pretty much just without much chance. And in this case, you'd kind of figure go for the Breakthrough Grand Offensive to quickly get some panzer facilities with anti-tank rifle grenades, so that will help deal with the Scout Car. But I mean, it could of course be planning for the more conventional Kednefer move there. Picks up the Kubelwagen there. Oh, Jesulin's got a nice check on the map here as the Zodiak. The Zodiak, of course, is going to be quickly catching up with Jesulin. Bit of movement up north here, folks, with the Penal Troopers, SVT-40s versus the Kar-98K. And here, Engineers flanking up behind the folks, boldly being cheeky. And we got the Scout truck on the way there for Jesulin. Folks Grenadiers setting out, more Penal Troopers on the way there for Zodiac. Putting him at 2 Penal Troopers, 2 Engineers, and 1 Scout Car. So there you go. Truck out for Jesulin. We'll have to see what it ends up with. Probably mechanized. They could go for a surprise battle group headquarters. Zodiac sending his Scout Car in an aggressive reconnaissance towards the west to see if there's anything there. There's a mine, but that's really it. So he's going to hit Jesulin's fuel point there, force him to either then divert from the centre east, or risk losing his fuel point with whatever else he's doing. Oh, Engineers there were wiring up the sandbags, and Penny got caught behind it. I suppose they gave their lives to the cause. Do not worry, comrades, this is a heroic sacrifice. We find ourselves struck, you idiot. This is not heroic. I don't want to die like this. Again, that's sort of how I imagine the conversation went. Sturm punching for the Eastern Victory Point. Penal Troopers out there. So we got triple Penal Troopers there. The Zodiac still has a doctrine there for either side. Kubelwagen might try to sit here in the engagement in the east, but he's definitely going for the eastern fuel point. Basically, can see at least now the western ones, the Zodiac, probably thinking, you know, he could go for it, but he's going to have to deal with the Scout Car, and rather than just deal with that, he just lets him grab that one and then fights the rest of Zodiac's forces. And that's definitely one way to look at it, and not necessarily a bad one at all. MD-34 there for Jesulin. Still no sign of a doctrine. We got more mines down there. Obviously, again, trying to deal with any Scout Car shenanigans by blowing them up. Now Scout Car having grabbed the fuel point is going to try and hit here Jesulin's rear land, or areas, and cause them some grief. So it looks like that Kuhlwagen is not going to make it back home for Blackburst. Yup, cool. Scout Car going straight for Kuhlwagen here. Sadly no mines here from Jesulin. Oh, Panzerfaust off. Does the Kuhlwagen, and the Kuhlwagen gets around the corner. The Kuhlwagen survives. The crowd cheers. Pilgrims observe the Fulton's routing them then. So very successfully. Sturm Pioneers moving in there. Fulton's getting reinforced. And you've heard force setting out. Dargen pushing about the sandbag. Sturm Pioneer opening up in return. Eastern Victor being lost to the Strafniki. No further sign of tech up there for Zodiak as of yet. As for Jesulin, I imagine we'll be seeing the looks here to put pressure on Zodiak. But no sign of a doctrine as of yet. The longer it goes, I'm more likely to think grand offensive here. Since the longer a match goes on, breakthrough becomes usually less useful. And I mean, Luftwaffe ground force, of course, is always an option, but usually when they don't pick it immediately again, it just they're going to go for a target in most cases. Then, in my experience, I mean, of course, Jesulin could be in a complete maverick and just decide, you know, he wants a Jagdtiger, but yeah, that'd be a rather maverick move. Looks on the way there, going straight for the eastern fuel point. So Zodiac's quickly steps to control the fuel once more against Jesulin. Of course, there's going to be a problem there for Jesulin. Now Jesulin's getting the looks, and so it's going to be a problem for Zodiac. I mean, he can go for anti-tank rifle from the penal troops and go for guardsmen. There we go, we do get guard motors, so guardsmen happening. Without a doubt. Looks halfway done there for Jesulin. Fult's going to be advancing. Rifles clutched tightly in their hands. MG-54 covering the centre. Now sandbag sandwiched. Barbed wire and debt surge sandwiched between the sandbags. Fritz, ja, couldn't we like remove their bodies first? This is starting to smell. Do you want to get into Jürgen? Nein. Then shut up. Grab the eastern fuel point. Western fuel being seized. Folks, this time around also got a mine behind them. There you go. Guards. Scout car there. A bold motorized element there from Zodiac. Sure to give any German player a few cases of grey hairs unless they catch it easily and destroy it. Also, there's a penal ship at the eastern victory point. Penal ship is holding the line valiantly for the Soviet Union. Strafniki setting out. Fulton is holding up there, but against the Scout car filled with guards, they are going to find themselves falling a bit short. Trying to go here for the eastern forces, basically keeping the Scout car there at bay, perhaps. Sturmhaus flank up behind Penal ship. Fulton looks moving into support. But yeah, he's basically just positioned here so the Scout car can't easily assist without having to take a long route here. And there you go. Full route here in the east. Meanwhile, Zodiac's forces overwhelmed, but they were able to looks to back up the Sturm Pioneers and anything else. At the same time, though, he basically goes for the forces here, pushing them back successfully, taking advantage of Jesulin's focus here in the east. Oh, hits a mine, but can Zodiac punish them? I mean, he has the Scout car. Like, theoretically, to get close enough for the Scout car, maybe pop the guard in here. He could take out looks, but the question is, does he? Oh, he goes for it. He goes for it. We got overdrive here from Zodiac. He's definitely going to go for it. It's going to be a bit risky, obviously, but if he gets the looks, it's going to be worth it. Oh, smoke bomb's called in there. Jesulin having an idea as to what could happen. Quickly pulls back the smoke screen there to cover up the looks of retreat. Very good there. Knowing, of course, now we got grand offensive. So in the end, yeah, pretty much what I figured there. Grand offensive versus guard motor. Smoke is slowly lifting. He doesn't have anything more to provide smoke. So yeah, that looks... They probably should just cut pulling it back under cover smoke rather than trying to repair it under smoke. I guess he wasn't figuring he would pop in the guard squad there. Slightly optimistic there with Jesulin, but right now Jesulin is back in control of the map. But Zodiac's going to fly up with the T-70, and obviously Jesulin now only has the looks to stop that, and well, Panzerfaust. Something to see how that works out. Of course, Jesulin's likely just going to go for the Puma to counter the T-70, at which point, then what does Zodiac go for to counter that? Field guns, or anti-tank rifle troops, or an SU-6M? We shall have to see. Seizing the northern point here. Scout cutting westwards. Straight to the fuel point again, punishing Jesulin for his hard focus in the centre. Good play there by Zodiac, and there you go. Jesulin does go for the Puma at the 234-2. T-70 setting out. I mean, obviously, Jesulin does need to wait for the T-70 to arrive to begin going for the Puma. I mean, in 90% of the cases, a Soviet opponent will go for a T-70. And you don't have to be, you know, Sherlock Holmes either to deduce that one. So, I mean, going for the Puma just makes a lot of sense for Jesulin. Makes a lot of sense. Once they're being routed, looks opening up here. Autocannon punching away there with 2cm autocannon rounds, which was pretty much standard for like the vast majority of German armoured cars and reconnaissance units. The Puma probably being one of the major exceptions. He's heading eastwards. Still at one kill, but the penalties for their saying going to be like the ones that another kills that's killed tally there as he just punches away there. Here we go. Petrov drops dead, expiring in the cold, unforgiving waters. Descending eastwards there. Big 2 points was got 489 versus 375. Jesulin's got a fat lead over Zodiak so far. Very good for him, less good for Zodiak. Well, obviously, big 2 point leads on everything. We've certainly seen that before, but it's only can give Zodiac less room to work with in a longer game. Scout car finally went down there. Puma took it out with its 15mm gun. Luke's gaining veterans you won there. 489 versus 361. MD54 covering up there. Could, I think, be doing a bit more elsewhere, but that's just me. Western fuel point open again, and we got another try out for Jesulin. That's going to be the Schwerer Panzerhauptquartier. As for Zodiac, I'm guessing his plan is going to be going for T-3045s, obviously now. Get as much fuel, get out the mechanized armor company, and then begin churning out T-3045s. There you go. Grenade off. Light kill there. Guardsmen flanking up behind with the DP light machines. We got 2 guard squads, 3 penal trooper squads here for Zodiac. A lot of infantry of high quality. T-70 running about there. Obviously has to be careful not to get caught in the line of fire of the Puma. Eastern fuel point about to be claimed here as Jesulin's focus is now still center, but also a bit more westwards now. Both players basically looking to outmaneuver the L1. Close getting a white P on the Fulton Commandeers, but not quite enough. Schwerer Panzer quarters there up on the cutoff point there, close to Jesulin's base. At the same time, got a big push here from Zodiac, charging in the T-70 and the penal troopers. Almost got the MG34. Oh, snap. Might be able to see the South charge being until we got Luke's moving in, but can it? Oh, no, he can't stop them all. We got the South charge being tried. He needs to cancel it. He needs to cancel it. If he doesn't, oh. I see he didn't cancel it. There's too much going on there for Jesulin. Maybe there's some misclicks. I don't know. Either way, though, he lost all of the resources that went into the Schwerer Panzer quarters. A huge blow there to Jesulin. That is strategically a big win there for Zodiac, since that means Jesulin, I mean, he just lost a bunch of fuel there. He's not going to be able to take up fast. Again, he has to, build another Schwerer Panzer quarters. So that's going to slow him down significantly. Zodiac here going for the Echelon-6M. A slightly surprising move, since you usually don't see it. Not because the Echelon-6M is bad, but it's just most of the time so players don't really need it. But it is still pretty good, in particular actually how to handle it. Can really give German light vehicles and medium armor a hard time. So in this case, he's slightly going for the Echelon-6M to just counter the Puma and give the Looks a bit of a hard time. T-70 being slowly fixed up there. 2 kills. Got the guardsmen up in the full there, pushing them back. Slowly gutting them down there with the DP light machine guns. There we go, Echelon-6M out. M standing for modernized. Fun fact. Echelon-6 moving ahead here, backing up the T-70. Luke Kubang moving around the east side, needs to be careful not to get spotted by the Soviets and knocked out. Echelon-6 shoots, misses the Puma though. This time it hits. Mine went off there on the Strafniki. Jesulin of course needs to go for another Schwerer Panzer quarters and then upgrade it. Probably took a bit of a nasty hit. Puma took a nasty hit there, Veterans 1 on the Echelon-6M. Troops were moving up, threatening the troops nearby the Looks, though obviously not the Looks itself without any anti-tank rifles. Jesulin losing a bit of ground now here to Zodiac, again losing that Schwerer Panzer quarters really hurt Jesulin. And now the Echelon-6 is making it harder here for Jesulin to use his light vehicles. Academy from the way there. T-70 causing havoc amongst Jesulin's troops. It just punches away there with its 45mm gun. Back here, troops reinforcing there for Zodiac and the Red Army, the 1st Gas Mechanized Corps. See something got on the Volksguns there in behind heavy cover. Season the eastern point there with the Kubelwagen. Got lucky there, but yeah, the luck ran out for the Kubelwagen and it went down. Quick hit F-6 on the Puma again, very close to Veteran 2. But definitely bad news for the Puma if it got there, since obviously it increased its damage, meaning the Puma's going to take less hits from it. Back at base, we got engineers on the way there for Zodiac to help repair stuff. Probably also get some mine sweepers out. Now, if they hit mines, he knows that Jesulin's been laying out mines. Either looks like he's basically blocking any move on the victory point. He's lining up for an assault on the fuel point there with his Volksgrenadiers. With more troops moving towards the western half of the map, seems to be option number 2, which is lining up for an assault to gain back the western fuel point, as he's now lost the fuel point again in the east to Zodiac. Quick barrage there from the F-6M, direct hit on the gunner in fact. Now they're not quite as direct, but sending a lot of damage anyways, and there you go, Vetri to F-6, Puma sneaks up, but needs to be careful there, we go direct hit. It's going to be a close one here I think. Oh, pop smoke, need to get the F-6 out of there, he might still try and stick a few shots through the smoke at the assault gun, but nope, does not. West side, the assault went through there, pushing off Zodiac from the fuel point there. And at the same time we got a second move there, but Guard Squad very much put a stop there to the Sturmpioniere. Halfway to the east over the assault gun. It does veterans up quite fast. And of course the veteran 3 is going to be a really big problem there for Jesulin's Puma, and also any Panzer force could also find themselves struggling a bit versus it, depending on how well Zodiac handles it. Guards they need to fall back soon. We got 4 men left. 3 men left. T-Cent of 8 kills. Veteran 2 looks with 11. Moving up through the center. Direct hit there. Very close to the ace level on that assault gun. In fact, you could try and pop tracking it to increase its chance of spotting it and destroying the Puma here. Ooh, close one there. If by close we mean rather off the market, but you just have to believe. T-Cent was supposed to almost got them wiped out there. Almost got a full wipe there. Mines from Zodiac. And a wipe there in Jesulin. Certainly quite painful for him. Another assault gun barrage here from Zodiac Station 6M. He should begin taking up soon, I think, for T-55s. Oh, might lose the T-70 here if he's not careful. That one was kind of close-ish, if you look close your eyes, but in the end, not enough. Guards got to bring up their troops in the center, took heavy casualties there. A bit of a weird stand there from Zodiac against Jesulin. So right now in control a good chunk of the map there. We got 444, this is 333 victory points. Try saying that one 3 times fast. I'm not. Back here, troops reinforcing. Guards caught their man to survive here. A pursuit by the Volksgrenadiers. I think what's happening is basically he went for the Sharp Hunter Cord, but this Orbison got stuck, so he's trying to clear out the terrain around them so they can actually move out. Gotta be careful how you position your stuff like that. We've got the Puma joining in now. Oh, they can move now. Just can't apparently fully. Oh, there we go. Are they free? No, what? They got spawned on the fence itself somehow? Oh, there you go. Now they're free. Problem is, right now, though, I don't think Jesulin's paying attention because the Puma keeps shooting and it's actually just harming the Sharp Hunter Cord. Now saying the Sturmpioniers to repair it, but he's still shooting at it? Oh dear, I think there's too much confusion. What? The Puma killed one of them in the Sturmpioniers. Oh no. It's effectively done as much killing as it's on its own as it's done the enemy in theory. He's still shooting. At the same time, making progress in the center and the east, with the opposite on their focus in the east. Still shooting with the Puma. What are you doing, Jesulin? What are you doing? Jesulin! There we go. He seems to realise what he's doing there. Mines down there from Zodiac. Very good. These folks was Garsman. The Garsman have really got the upper hand here. Heavy cover versus no cover. They should just retreat there. I'm guessing Jesulin's trying to do too much at the same time at the moment, and that is making him much easier to deal with. On the timing there, how long it took for him to realise the Puma was just shooting away and destroying the Shrap Hunter's Quarter, I think indicates that Jesulin might be feeling a bit overburdened at the moment he has a Zodiac. Or mines here. Clearly Zodiac's trying to prevent any easy pursuits here from Jesulin. There you go, Guardsman hit the mine. In the west, a bit of movement here as well. Western Fuelman claimed here for the Red Army once more. Jesulin in a tight spot here versus Zodiac at the moment. Struggling in that controller versus his opponent. Puma taking a lot of hits there, close to the ace level. Orbistan adding the LMG 34 here. Of course, indicating he does have it upgraded. Stu and Parley still hard work repairing it. And we got more Orbistan here for Jesulin. Adding in quite a bit of elite infantry versus Zodiac. Not that often you see any sort of Orbital Commanders player that are going for a lot of Orbital Soldaten, so that stands out a bit, to be honest. But they could do with a bit of healing there. I'm guessing next on Jesulin's plate is going to be a Command Tiger, though we could go for a Panther 4 Pep first. As for Zodiac, interesting enough, he's still not taking up his floating manpower fuel to actually build a mechanized armor company and immediately begin pushing for a T-3035, but for whatever reason, Zodiac is not actually doing it. I'm guessing he might be preoccupied with the front line, which is actually giving Jesulin then more of a time to actually cover versus Zodiac. Like, if he's not getting hit fast with T-34s, I mean, that gives Jesulin more time to, you know, bring up his own armor. Oh, there we go. Find a bit of the mechanized armor company there. And again, as soon as it's done, he can easily begin churning out T-35s here versus Jesulin. Going by his Zodiac's assault gun is now ace level. Good hit on the Lux. Second shot missed. We've got the Puma at rather close range. Eventually 3 Puma. Who's going to win this one? Could it be the Lux? Could it be the... or the SUM-6? Could it be the Puma? Both the veer off. Now they're trying to really finish off the other one. Probably a wise decision. As that engagement continues to come down to RNG, and obviously either side could find themselves not favoured by it, so rather than risk it, you know, let's not, is what they basically both say. Right now, the Jesulin remains in the defensive versus Zodiac. Zodiac still returning a good chunk of the map, though Jesulin still has a victory point lead, however small. Orbison here right with the T-70 Raketin swoops off with the rocket there. And there you go, Zodiac here going for the T-35, and Jesulin having just the Raketin and the Puma to try and stop it, at least slow it down. Aircraft down. Shot down by, I guess, the Schwerer Panzer Quartier. Slow movement eastwards. And the 34 versus Strafniki. Unfortunately, they're sadly not. Oh, unfortunately. Oh, just not making any progress with the Gasman. Obviously, for Zodiac, it's great luck. It's very fortunate for him they're not making any progress. There you go, T-35 out here for Zodiac, for the Red Army, to smash the fascists asunder with the sledgehammer of Stalin. But more of a carpenter's hammer, really, in this case. Puma looks moving about. Shot fight, not quite hitting though. Puma shoots, misses. Orbison holding off here against the centre push there by Zodiac. Gasping Pumas were there lining up. A grenade here could be quite helpful, and there you go. Orbison dead and routed. Got Pumas with the Lux in the west. Gonna have to retreat soon now. Up close with the Lux, they obviously do not stand much of a chance here. As for Jesulin, he can soon go for the Panther 4 Yak Panther, but again, I'm expecting a Tiger from him. Or at least an attempt at the Tiger. We'll have to see if he actually goes for it. But there you go, Puma gaining eventually 4. T-70 taking quite a few hits there. Oh dear, traffic jam there. That's going to give a good chance of taking out the T-70. Oh, misses though. Assault gun quickly turns around, shoots, and misses the Puma in return. Zodiac fell out with a Katyusha that blasts through some more distance infantry support weapons. Not a bad idea at all. Might want to use tracking to help you spot for your assault gun. Quick hit there on the Puma. Katyusha halfway down there for Zodiac. As the 16th Fancy Division slowly tries to build up towards some sort of armoured thrust. Double overslaughter squads they're sitting out. Good hit there by the Ace assault gun on the Lux. West side could see a bit of action, but also the east side is, I think, very open there to a push from Jesulin. But at the same time, he's also clearly trying to keep a force rate to respond to any movement from Zodiac, and Zodiac's main builder is now in the centre, so he obviously can't ignore it either, since that could hurt Jesulin a lot, but I feel like he should be focusing more on the centre at the same time with any effort. But there you go. Overslaughter hit a mine. Other overslaughter squad ready to support. Got the Puma as well. Ooh. Not good there for Zodiac. Should have probably screened that assault gun. Allow in this case Jesulin get close to the Puma and knock it out there with some infantry screening as well. Now he's of course got more freedom of movement for the Puma, since now Zodiac has nothing with real range to threaten the Puma. And Jesulin is using the Puma very aggressively otherwise, but not recklessly, so just enough to put pressure there on Zodiac. And there you go, Katyusha rocket fires. Not hitting anything though, except mostly squirrels and frogs. Puma gaining the ace level there. T's only taking heavy damage. Rockets continue to just kill frogs. As the pawn there gets absolutely pummeled there. Go T-Flipper catching the Puma here before breaking off. Western point being claimed here by the Red Army on the east side. There we got Jesulin making steady progress for the German army. Looks being marked. Gonna need armoured support in the east. And the west localised counter-attack from Jesulin pushes away one guard squad, but there's still out infantry to have to be dealt with. Western fuel point is not open yet to Jesulin. He's getting close to the Tiger tank, but we're still some time off. The fuel rationing from Zodiac is definitely making it harder for Jesulin to go for the Tiger tank. There we go, T-45 to the rescue. Getting the Oberstleutnant out in the open. So Oberstleutnant, they're dead. There we go, Puma moving in to assist the Oberstleutnant. Oh dear, poor handling there. Awkward pathing for Zodiac. Yeah, I don't think that was Zodiac's fault. Sometimes, in particular, you try to reverse move, your tanks can occasionally do some very, very dumb things, and it can be a very great point of frustration. I'm guessing that's what happened there for Zodiac, possibly lose the T-45 there to the Puma. So he does have my sympathies there. Certainly had that one happen to myself too many times. Got assisting on the way there for Zodiac. Pilgrims there halfway to Veteran 3. Pilgrims are being slowly guarded here by the guards from out in the open. These have no way to hide here from the DP light machine guns. That close to a wipe here if Jesulin is retreating. And dead. Oh no. T-70 went down. And now Zodiac is down to just the, well, Katyusha. That Puma's really proven to be quite effective here for Jesulin all of a sudden. Like, after he lost the assault gun because Zodiac mishandled that one, things were just rapidly falling apart. And of course, that T-45 there, pathing screw up, really didn't do Zodiac any favours either. And his Katyusha certainly isn't really carrying the weight either. He honestly probably should just gone for T-45 more, maybe an H-5 instead. So the Katyusha there rather has proven to be a bit of the slip up there, I think, strategically, as again now he has no real other way of dealing with the Puma, which again is one reason he's going for the Sis-3 here. But obviously, it can only really deflect it unless Jesulin makes a mistake or the pathing misses up. Since obviously in most cases Jesulin will just pull back the Puma immediately to avoid being destroyed by the Sis gun. Or Sis-3 gun. Got the Lux here charging in, close to Veteran 4. Loads of munitions there. Katyusha ready to fire again. Jesulin is now roughly 2 minutes away from the King or the Tiger tank there, but honestly, once he grabs the fuel point, it's going to be a lot closer. And yeah, we're probably looking then at roughly a minute. In fact, less than that now. So that's going to be a problem there for Zodiac as well. He's got one field gun, he's going to need more, and he's going to need tank destroyers as well to really chance us that Tiger tank to get backed up by a Puma. Which Jesulin certainly has been making expert use of here against Zodiak. Mine spotted there by the Sturmpunier. Guards are going here for a sneaky flank there to the eastern field point. Use of the move. Tiger tank over here for Jesulin. Another Katyusha barrage. Another volley of death against the MG-34 for this time around. Actually manages some kills. Very good for Zodiak. Tiger tank movement adding the Panzer Commander. Giving extra, of course, artillery strikes to support his Tiger tank. Down from here, there's the Orbison. Might want to, enter flank position there to increase the chance to find the Orbison. Step obviously the building. Tiger tank moves up. Directed here on the Penal Troopers. Panzer Commander almost done. Field gun nearby. Those, of course, could try and flank behind. The field gun cleared out. Disengages with the Tiger tank. Mines down here for Zodiac. Troops seemingly reinforcing. For Jesulin, getting ready for the next push. We got a lot of medical supplies now just being thrown about here by Jesulin. He's not even bothering with the battle group headquarters. So he just keeps chucking down medical supplies. I mean, getting 52 munitions per minute doesn't really matter too much for him, I suppose. Puma charging in there. It looks like he might try and go for a raid here against Zodiac, take out his Katyusha. Bit risky there, obviously, but without any contact with the snares, it's reasonably safe. Of course, we do have Penal Troopers with them, but they're not there in the base. Away Jesulin quickly disengages, decides not to push his luck further, but it's certainly making things more difficult for Zodiac. He also has to worry about base raids for the Puma to try and take out that Katyusha. That Katyusha really hasn't been, I think, a great investment for Zodiac by now. When in theory, again, the idea was nice, but I think he's just committed to more armor, and he needs more armor now, and probably tank destroyers, to be honest, instead. Katyusha firing here. Infantry support weapons, or mostly support weapons, really. Single kill there with the Katyusha. We got Thin 38 missile in 76. Tiger advancing, got the guards from the run in the face of the mighty Schwerer Panzer Tiger. Pushing on the west side here, Zodiac now trying to rely on more maneuver here versus Jesulin. Probably should have done it a bit sooner, but either way. Got Orbison folks moving in, need to get some armor support over to sort of stall Zodiac's push there. Still no sign of armor tank destroyers here from Zodiac though. Guardsmen entering fine positions, but end up retreating. Still nothing happening there from Zodiac's mechanized armor company. Oh, there we go. 85 chances to help deal with the Tiger tank, but also get some range in against the Puma. Got mines being thrown there by Zodiac to help slow down any of Jesulin's movements, but right now Jesulin's doing a very good job of sort of slowly constricting Jesulin's maneuverability and just sort of throttling him with resources. And victory points. We've got Thin 38 versus 136. 33. Engineers in the centre about to get a Tiger as a prize. There you go, half the unit gone. And the mine goes off, killing the entire engineer squad. There you go. Penal Troopers to tank to take up position instead. Down to just 4-man, but very low in health. Guardsmen are arriving just in time to cover the flank here of the CIS-3 divisional field gun. And then go H-85 medium tank destroyer out here for Zodiac. Looks gaining eventually 5, falling back. Katyusha unleashing hell there on the machine gun again. Almost got a wipe in the machine gun this time around, but not quite enough. We got 98 versus 338. Zodiac remains behind on Jesulin in now almost every sector. And there you go. Puma charging in the flanking the HT5 and aggressive maneuver using the tight passes there. Hoping there's no mines, and in fact no mine from Zodiak there at all. Panned off nicely. Got the field set up, and now with the Titan from the other side. There you go. A great push there by Jesulin. Good use of terrain there. Good use of his units. Even had some infantry supporting. And with that, I think Zodiak is very much dead in the water, unable to respond now to Jesulin's maneuvers. The loss of the HT5 tank destroyer, and now also the loss of the field gun, very much represents the death that hit for Zodiac's efforts on this map. So there you go. A spectacular 1v1 here between Jesulin and Zodiak, with a lot of action going on here. Some good handling there from both sides. And then I feel like Zodiak ultimately should have teched up faster. I think was one of his bigger mistakes there. The assault gun I think was a good move, but he ended up kind of throwing away, which is, you know, obviously a mistake. They should have screened it properly, used its abilities more. And then of course losing the T-55 after that with the Kachusa. There are some mistakes there from Zodiak. I feel like just slowly but surely pushed the fight in favour of Jesulin. But I would say nice fight there, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Lincoln. Cheers, thank you all for watching, hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.